Energy drinks. It's something I never got into. When the world was marveling over Monster and ravenous for Rockstar, I said no to those headache drinks with a spoiled cotton candy aftertaste simply because I don't need the extra energy. Because my fear of dying a failure fuels me with all the manic power I need to run consistently on spent fumes. It also happens to be a key reason why I haven't killed myself already. Living exhausted and unhappy. I'm just like Hamilton's son, a dumpy poet destined to die from a bullet hole infection. But on the bright side, my father will birth another son and name him after me. And that's pretty cool. But what happens when a mob-ran venture capital group forcibly peer pressures you to drink their future energy infused with neo-alcohol by long knife point? Well, pray to the straight-edge superstar CM Punk for forgiveness, because you have no other choice than chug or be chugged by the blade of a knife-wielding Joe Camel type. And while we're on the subject of Joe Camel, that's this host's dream job, selling cigarettes to children, aka the future cool people of the world, for my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Or should I say, oh man.
Okay.
My name's James, and oh my God, it's the thing everyone who has a sad friend fears they will hear come from that sad friend's face. And that's my name is James. I said it before. I've said it again. I've said it
from
before.
From their sad friend's face?
And I've said it again, but here is the first time I'm speaking this.
I don't want to hear come from any friend's face.
How do you hear cum? What does it sound like? Does it sound like the Smiths? I feel like cum sounds like Morrissey. Sad cum sounds like Morrissey.
Yeah,
I went to pee, and that's the only thing that came out was cum. But it's the thing you fear your sad friend saying.
Proud partner of Takusotsu Network.
Yes.
I can't even say it right.
I was going to say that after I say this. I get drug use now. It's I did some medicinal marijuana because my back was bad.
That kind of drug use.
And then I was in the shower thinking, man, I could just do heroin here and there and I would never be sad.
Well, hold on.
That's not how that works.
No. You'll always be sad.
That's not how that works at all.
The only thing I would have to worry about is where I would get heroin again.
I've seen enough movies and read enough comic books to know that that's not a solution at all.
No.
I know, but
that's the opposite.
It's something that crossed my mind. I'm not really going to, but I'm like, maybe doing weed once a week
is a big difference from heroin.
Weed is
the
fine.
Biggest.
Heroin is absolutely not.
Exactly. That's why it's alarming when your sad friend starts saying like, man, I was straight edge for such a long time. Maybe that's what was wrong with my life. Not allowing myself to give in to peer pressure, give in to Mother Gaia's sweet nectar of THC. Oh, those sticky buds.
You shouldn't when you're like young, because it does like mess with your brain development.
And I'm young, guy, so I probably should wait a few years.
No,
I'm whatever's before Gen Z. That's me.
You're fine.
Or after Gen Z. After Gen Z.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you're a baby.
Yeah.
True.
I'm a little baby.
You're a little baby.
Change my diaper. I came.
Oh. You're a very horny baby, bud. You're one of the horniest babies I know.
I was a horny child because of insert bleep noise right here. The real fans know what would be in there.
Cool.
Have we talked about my my marijuana use? I don't remember if we have.
I mean, we've seen you do it all the time.
Vaping.
It,
baby.
It's not. Hold on. No. It's
vape.
not. Stop. It's just good old non-THC based vaporizers. Because I don't smoke weed anymore. Because I did it all in high school. I did not do it in high school.
Because of CM Punk.
I did not. No, I was CM Punk, baby. I had a bunch of bald friends, and we jumped John Cena all the time.
Chicago Marijuana Punk. That's what that stands for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Straight Edge Society, Chicago Marijuana Punk. But I was CM Punk straight edge through high school. I found it in college, and then I you know when you find something new and you're like, oh, let me just base my personality off of this?
Yeah.
It's kind of what I did with marijuana, and I just took it way too far, and then I ignored on a tangent, like my B plot was also I was ignoring my mental health real bad. Yeah. So by the time I was like 21, 22, moved to New York City, still basing my personality on marijuana and stand-up comedy. And that's when I started having these delusions and like mostly auditory hallucinations, but also like straight up auditory hallucinations. Like I'll tell you, to this day, I remember Deltron 3030 very loudly and audibly like speaking in my brain, telling me, hey, you got to go battle. And I wish I was making this bit up. You got to go rap battle Amanda Bynes at the top of your roof, to save your soul and make sure nobody gets assaulted on the train tonight.
Dope.
So like, but that comes from like but also kind of part of it was that I was actually like, I was sad my whole life. Instead of like getting that treated properly. How about I just smoke a bunch of weed and like keep ignoring my problems until Amanda Bynes has to go down.
Literally, like until I found Tumblr, I thought it was just like my personality. Like I was like, that's just how I am. And then I found Tumblr and I was like, oh, that's not normal. Yeah.
No. And it's worth addressing.
In 5th grade, I was like, man, I'm not tired, but it feels like there's like the weight of being tired always on my forehead. Yeah. And then it wasn't until maybe 8th grade when people were like, yeah, man, there's this thing called depression. I was like, I think I have that.
Yeah.
I wish they would have also said, hey, man, there's these things called ulcers, which come from depression and anxiety. Because then I could have at least pinpointed that it's not just, maybe it's chicken I
didn't
ate.
find Tumblr
Maybe it's
until
broccoli.
I was like 17. So, yeah.
And I just like, I didn't really recognize I was manic. I thought it was just fun. And then it's like, no, dude, you're like straight up manic.
Yeah.
You're like, you will have a lot of really great ideas, talk really fast, and then you won't leave your room for like 4 days.
Oh, hell. See, I knew where this was heading here. You were a stoner, you loved stand-up, and you were manic. So I bet $100 that you totally wrote a Spec script for How High 2.
Yep. That was the second Deltron message he sent to me in my brain. He's like, hey, Method's not doing anything right now. You want to call him up with your Spec script? No.
Then you had to eventually put it on fanfic.net.
Yeah, then everyone just decided to edit it and put in a bunch of sexy pics of me and Sonic feet.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, check out my wiki feed. It's just me and Ben Schwartz.
Ooh.
Massaging each other's feet. Let's move. Are we still talking about this? That's a good.
Hey, guys.
This is good content, right?
You friggin' heard him already. He is the #1 Twitch streamer in my eyes.
Thank you for adding that last part.
And you know him as Goose Von Kaiser. Follow him, please. Watch his streams. And then eventually he'll get to affiliate. And then he'll be happy with life. That's all he needs, guys. But he's a marvelous stand-up and improviser. You know him from our many shows as a guest. And maybe, if you're listening to this, maybe we're going to do a show together called The Veggie Pals.
Thursday? Oh, they won't be out in time.
No, this will. This comes out Wednesday night.
Oh, then tomorrow at 2 p.m., babies, we're doing something dumb, and I'll eventually put it on YouTube if you missed the actual live stream.
Oh, I was going to record it on my end, and then we can also do
you do that. Yours is better.
Podcast too.
Yeah, let's do that. That's better.
It's Sean Marciniak.
Hello, I'm Sean Marciniak.
Sean, I still feel like your microphone, you are not talking into it properly.
I am. Is it quiet? I am.
No, but when you like get to a different angle of it, it sounds more clear.
Like this angle?
No, I mean, like I think it's a side address one. Like you're supposed to.
I don't think so. Like this?
No, but I think, okay. Is there any writing on the side of the microphone itself?
Hold on. Okay, let me take a look. Yeah, it says "Get fucked, James."
Oh my God, we are going to figure this out someday, but we don't have time for that because Sean probably works tonight or is streaming.
I do want to stream. We're finishing. This won't be out in time, but I'm finishing Celeste tonight.
Hell
hopefully.
yeah!
Yeah.
You get a lot of backseat gamers on that.
On Twitch, I'm pretty good, but I think I make it very clear that like I'm more here to have fun. Like I'll take a tip or two, and every now and again someone comes in. I remember I was playing Half-Life, and I forgot to put that as like the first time playing, so I was getting a lot of like tips. And after a while, I was just like, and I remember it was one when someone was like, "Oh, you can ignore," like some set dressing came on where like a dude popped up on the wall and he was speaking to me. So I stopped and I wanted to see the dude and I want to listen to the dialogue because I like narratives so much in games.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big reason I'm picking the games I'm playing now is because, like, what stories have I missed? Like, I missed BioShock. I missed Half-Life, which came out in 98. I have no idea how I missed Half-Life, but I missed the Half-Life series. I missed Celeste. So that's how I choose the games that I want to play right now. So when the guy came on, I was like, oh, you don't have to listen to this. It was just very like, no, hold on. Yes, but I want to. That's why I'm playing this game.
There really are like two types of people. It's the people who just like jam the skip button when like shit's happening, or people who actually like sit and watch the cutscenes because they want to like absorb the story.
Oh yeah. Well, and all the little like I remember when we were playing games with my brother. Because we would switch off a lot of times, and I got noted real quickly by my brothers that I'm very slow when I play games because I like to like explore the whole area, and I like to pick up like the little like, especially if you've ever played BioShock. Like BioShock got a lot of credit for really popularizing, I forget what it's called, like environmental storytelling, where like there won't be a straight up cutscene, but you will walk into a room with like a dead body placed in a very interesting position.
Yeah.
It tells the story like, oh, this person died while trying to pee, but all they could do was come.
That's how I hope I go out.
But that's, I'm sure you will. If I know anything about you. But like, I remember, but like, and I like that. And that's why I like stopping and looking at walls and different like pictures. Like I like that's like, yeah. And like, I know, I think you were in the stream last time when like, I'll do things like there was a driving mission, and I spent most of that stream talking to the chat like they were children, like they were my children I got for the weekend, and we're going on a road trip. Like that's
I remember coming back into the stream and seeing in the chat Daddy Valentine, and it made me laugh really hard.
Like right, and I think that has been good about keeping out like super. And I'll take help. I'll take like tips, but straight up like backseat gaming, because like it's very clear I'm not the most efficient gamer.
I asked that because when Corey and I were playing Undertale on the last stream, there was this one person who we would get to an area and he just type in the chat, oh, do this. Oh, do this. And it's like, dude, let us just do this. And eventually, like,
just like, I'm pretty sure you can just like ban people.
Yeah, but we were trying to get to affiliate, baby.
Yeah, baby. Heard.
But what happened was I was doing voices, how I would do voices. I've never played the game, so I would just see someone and, hey, I think that's how this person would talk. And there were some people who were like, please stop doing Toriel like that. Stop saying she's murdering children in bathtubs.
Wait, please don't say Toriel's the best.
This is Toriel's voice. Hello, I'm Toriel. I want you to stay forever. So please, take a hot bath, and while you're in there, I'll start putting flat slabs of stone on you until
that's not in the script.
You both drown and get your ribs crushed.
That's
and
not
like,
in the script.
People were saying like, oh, please stop doing that. But
then Sans was also President Nixon?
No, it was a mix of Bill Clinton and Cricket Green from Big City Greens. It'd be like, hey y'all, I'm over here, I'm Sans. Oh man, I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. But what I can tell you is, man, I love these hot dogs. But this person, when we got done, right before they left, were like, your impressions of these voices suck. And then like I went off on this person. I was like, oh, sorry, I'm not doing the things you want. How about I make, oh, I'm Toriel, please don't hurt me. You can dom me, little boy. And it's like, do you want her to be a sub, or do you want her to be Lizzie Bourdain type shit?
I mean, it seems counterintuitive, but like my response to people like that are like, just fucking leave.
No, dead ass. Me too. Like this, when we got the guy, it's like I appreciate you popping in, but we're not. And that's the thing is, especially with a game like Undertale, there are so many playthroughs. You can watch so many different interpretations.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, just don't watch it then. Like if you want that, go watch Game Grumps do it.
This person they were doing this as a power move to just tell us how to play. That's like they get enjoyment out of being like, I know this game. I'm
Maybe
super
it's
smart.
like a 10-year-old kid that's like, you're playing it wrong.
Who knows? But that person's a fucking nerd. And I hope Toriel finds you if you're a child. And smushes you with rocks inside of a watery grave. And then you're there forever to stay.
And see, if I read Toriel, I would read her more motherly because I'm not freaking psychotic.
I didn't know she was a mother. This was my first time.
No, and you played it great. Like that's funny as hell. Like to take that take on Toriel, especially if you don't know the game. Like that's why it's so important to like you do I don't know, man. You need to play your own experiences. I think we're coming at it in a similar vein of more performers than necessarily gamers.
Oh yeah,
we're performers in that's a craft we practice. We just also love games, so that's why we found this platform, and that's the thing. And so we have those are the standards we're playing to as far as like I'm going to use the phrase art here, but as an artist goes, I want to play to my point of view. That's what I want to bring. To my streams.
I also just wanted to annoy Corey because he forgot how I was for not hanging out with me for an entire year. I was like, obviously, I'm going to do these weird things. I'm going to make, what's that? Elphys? Elphys was just Dr. Fink. Is that his name from The Simpsons? Yeah. I was just like,
that makes sense. Well, and that's it. Like, I think that is your art form, by the way, annoying Corey. That's why I'm attracted, and that's why I'm attracted to the platform so much, is because it is like, it's just having fun. And as a comedian, just having fun, I think is like the coolest way to perform comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's something I always wanted to watch. It's something I love listening to in like the podcast I listen to. It's like just like we're having fun, and we invite you to have fun with us.
That's how you should come at comedy, is just have fun. Like if showing your dick to a woman in a hotel room is fun, like fuck yeah, man, that's comedy. I don't think he did that. I don't think he did that as comedy. I don't think he recorded it. Did he record it? Are we talking about Louis C.K.?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Jay Leno.
Oh, wait, Jay Leno did that?
No, but I'm trying to start a rumor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay Leno would be like, hey, you guys want to see this? And then he'd pull his pants down, rock hard, or actually sometimes flaccid, and like thumb it. Flaccid. He'd thumb it into one of Jalopy's exhaust pipe. And he'd be like,
watch me fuck a car. Hey, you guys want to watch me fuck a car? No, Jay, get out of here.
I don't even need to spend any money, because I just make babies with cars.
Jay, don't make a car. Don't make a truck human baby. Wait, do you know that? I'm trying to reference Memphis, Kansas Breeze.
Yes, Carl Tar and
Drew
Tarver.
Thank you very much. I almost said Davenport, and that's not correct.
That's Hayes Davenport you're thinking of.
That's Hayes Davenport.
Hayes Davenport thinks I'm a good rapper.
Yay, because you are a good rapper, even though I try and put you down because my life isn't going well. So I need all my friends to feel as bad about themselves as I feel about myself.
Classic bullyism. Speaking of bullies, Nicole, how was your week this week?
What's up? I have stories. I have 2 stories specifically.
Go off, my bride to never be.
Oh my
I never
God.
introduced you.
God damn it. Okay. I'm trying to think of like which one will have like less conversation after it so I don't forget about the other one by the time it's done. I guess, okay, the first one, James and I making food in the kitchen, and I was like gonna tell him something, and I was like, it was just like brewing up in my brain, and I said while I was like thinking about it, and James says, when you have the opportunity to go back to work full time, you're not going to, you're just gonna stay part time, and I was like, what the fuck? How did you guess 2 full sentences of what I was gonna say? And I was like, you win the relationship. I'm done.
I earned the more,
It was
and I love you that
absolutely
day.
ridiculous.
You guys are adorable and terrifying.
We're
I feel like
officially mind melded.
you're very sweet. I'm looking forward to the day where you both put on the Purnam earrings and you become the same person. You never marry,
Yeah.
but you do Dragon Ball Z fusion dance
Yes,
together.
yes.
Well, we like Steven Universe fusion. We're going to jam a gem inside of our stomach and then rub up against each other and then bada bing.
We're gonna turn into a giant woman. A giant woman.
That's very-
Okay, item number 2.
Yes.
I'm gonna medium story short. I was on the train. I already was nervous because earlier that day when I took the train, there were people not wearing masks, like so many people.
What?
And I was very
Those are
stressed
true
out about
patriots.
it. So then later in the day, I was like, oh man, I hope it's not that bad this time around. So I'm on the train just reading a book, minding my own bees. Then the stranger comes on, dancing around, laughing, because they're clearly on drugs.
Like me now.
There's those 2 doors that connect the trains to each other in case of emergencies and you got to go to the next train car.
Sure. Or if you pooped in one train car and you don't want to stick around in that train car because you pooped.
Exactly. So this stranger who's on drugs.
Allegedly.
Are they wearing a mask?
No, absolutely not. Are you
Okay.
kidding me? No.
Had to ask.
Is like, dancing and laughing creepily, passes me to get to the doors that connects to train cars, opens the door, spits just like a chunk or 2 of apple at me and then leaves. And I was like, cool.
What? Why are they wasting apple?
It was super fun and I'm never leaving the apartment ever again.
Yeah, bud, I'm sorry.
And the last time I left into the outdoors, I almost got hit by a car. So I think it's just the universe telling me to just not leave, to just stay home.
Bud, yo. What the fuck?
So I'm done.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. I'm sorry. That
Super
sucks.
cool.
Yeah, no, cool stuff.
I mean, I did as soon as I got home, just took everything off and put it in my hamper to wash.
Yeah, or burn it. Either way.
Yeah,
but the
no.
good news, there is a bright side. You
Yeah?
got some free apple.
No.
Not all of the apple, but some.
Only if that's what would happen to anti-maskers when they go outside and they're like, yeah, we're going to party. And then they just
The
get...
apple just goes into their mouth because they're
Yeah.
not wearing a mask.
Yeah, and then they get hit by a car.
Oh.
But like one of Jay Leno's baby cars.
Yeah, the jalopy that he fucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like if a man stabs you with a knife, that's going to do some damage. But if a baby stabs you in like the leg, you're going to live.
Oh, it's like that car that's like it's like a party bus, but it's got like human skin and hair, and it's like a demon.
No.
And when people get on it, they get murdered. I cannot remember what that's from, but I've
Yeah.
seen that in a show.
Fuck, where...
What?
It was
No.
yes, it was either like Rick and Morty or Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Then it has to be Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, because there was like a murder bus who...
Which makes it better because that means it was practical effects.
Yeah.
And it was really gross.
This makes me upset
I
on
fucking
many
love
levels.
that show so much.
It makes me wet,
Ugh,
So
it
that's
makes
what Jay Leno's
blood.
baby would be.
but tinier. It grows.
Yeah.
You know why they call him Too Short? Because it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows.
Oh gosh, like to the point where it's just
Till
not
it's
even feasible.
ripping.
Wee!
You ever get one of those boners that you're like, oh, I think my dick skin's gonna rip?
Every day.
Hell yeah. Give me daps on that. Hell yeah. Nicole and I just
I
high
did
five.
not. I did not do that.
You're on video, man. I saw that. The weird part is she might have dabbed you, but you like immediately dabbed yourself.
She's too far away and my back hurts. That's why I was doing the medicinal. At 7 a.m. I stretched in my sleep and I heard like
Between
my back
James
pop.
and socks, I get no fucking sleep now.
Oh my! I forgot to talk about this. I had one
Socks
of.
wakes me up every 3 hours, and then James gets me up at 7, and I'm like,
Ooh, you get me up at
just fucking exhausted.
time.
Always.
All the time.
Real
I'm
quick.
gonna backup sing this. I'm gonna backup sing this story if that's okay.
Oh man, there's a delay, and Mixing it's going to be hard. I mean, there's always a delay. There's going to be like a half a second delay. Okay, let's try this.
Okay.
I had one of my worst night terror dreams, not in the sense that it was scary, but I could hear, like, pretty much there were these three looking
1, 2, 3
kind of Gorma / the this is very distracting.
It was really scary.
And they look like Jedi and all of those people from Sailor Moon. And they were in this theater looking area, and I was like, are you ghosts? And my eyes were opening so I could slightly see Nicole. So I was like, oh my God, Nicole has to wake up. So I was screaming even louder than I normally would to wake her up because I was like, she's so close, yet so far away.
Baby.
So close no matter how far. Forever trust in who we are.
So from my perspective, it's just him going, and I was like, oh my God, please wake up.
Oh, buddy. I'm glad you weren't eaten by night ghosts.
And I'm glad I was woken up an hour after I fell asleep again for the third time.
Hell yeah. I'm always waking up. But then my back like crunched and in a stretch, and then I had to get Nicole because we didn't have painkiller. So I was like, Nicole, I need to go back to sleep. Just get me some weed. And then I did weed and it was nice.
That automatic cat feeder needs to fucking get here already.
And also legalize it needs to get here.
It is legal.
It did get here.
Not federally.
True, touche. And I forget how much you travel. Bash, you're still traveling across the nation, right?
Yep, I'm going to Minnesota.
Pandemic.
Excuse?
Yeah.
You know, I went to Antioch and then I went to Minnesota. That's a very bad joke. I apologize. I forgot that people, I believe, died there.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
How dare you?
I'm going to all the roadside attractions. I'm seeing the biggest ball of twine. I'm going. Also, it was Wisconsin, not Minnesota, I believe.
Okay.
I just need to be
what
factual.
What the fuck is in Antioch?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, yeah.
That was in Antioch?
No, he lived in Antioch, then traveled state lines to be a true patriot.
Ew.
And then...
Just fucking American.
But Antioch is so cute and
well, guess what?
looking.
It's a breeding ground for hatred.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, anti-cute.
We're going to have to throw away those Harvey Birdman DVDs we bought in Antioch.
Shit. And my pushing up daisies? No fucking way.
And my push-up bra.
I'm not doing it.
Nicole, you ever wear a push-up bra?
It's a fantastic show. I don't know. Probably.
Okay.
Oh, wait, why didn't you ask me about my push-up bra?
Oh, you're wearing a push-up
Because we already
deedle?
know that you do.
Yeah, but I still like to talk about it.
You wear a push-up jock strap, which raises the testicles, but also it's kind of like... What's those things
Did you
where...
know that there are like cups where like it makes it looks like there's a dick like on the outside?
Why would they do?
So it just looks super unnatural.
Yeah, who wants this?
I believe that's also for trans men to...
Oh, that's much better.
That's also, I believe, a reason you would get that.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good reason. I'm sitting here thinking like it's basically for the same people who want to put truck nuts on their everything.
Yes.
But no, for trans men, that's a good reason.
They're like, hey, I'm a baseball player and I'm at first base. I'm the umpire crouching down.
No,
I
you
want it
gotta
to
get
look like
the
a needle.
The like jiggly things.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Jiggly technology is probably a little more
things.
expensive. Honestly, I gotta imagine it's probably more expensive to make a jiggly pee-pee.
What's
jiggly technology?
What's when you break a leg and you need to put it in like a stint? What's those things called?
A stint. A cast?
A splint?
A splint, I think maybe.
Master splint.
But that's
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's what your push-up cup looks like because it has a splint for your penis, so it's always up. It's pretty cool, guys.
See, I thought the cup was like for people who have penises and they just like want to make sure that they have a big penis.
Yeah, like an umpire who's squatting down Deedle style.
Yeah.
Deedle out. balls in because
I'm so glad you guys finally saw Meet the Details.
Nicole finally saw it. That'll be out this Friday or Sunday.
Maybe it's like added room for your pee-pee to go into.
That could be it. But if you're using a cup, you don't want that because then your penis will be right up to the side and thwack it.
True.
Yeah, this is important.
Yeah, pee-pee technology.
But guys,
We've been going for 30 minutes.
Today we watched episode 21 of Timeranger entitled Sion's Style. And Sean, you've been on the show before, but you've never been on a Timeranger episode.
I have not.
If you could go back in time, what would you do? And you don't have to worry about murdering people. Take that off the ground floor.
Okay, if I could go back in time, I want to, because I have thought about this a bunch, all the time, forever. It's literally all I think about. The thing I was talking about earlier today, where like I was just totally ignoring my mental health, I do have a lot of like, I sit around regretting and be like, oh, if I could just go back in time and like do this differently or do that differently. But I don't think I'd actually want to because going through that made me like appreciate this. So I don't want to do that. Actually, now that I actually have the opportunity to go back in time and change my life and correct all those mistakes I made back then, no, I made those mistakes. They made me who I am. I'm going to leave those alone. I'm going to leave my stuff alone. So that's my first rule of time travel. I'm leaving my stuff alone.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to interact with anything because I don't want to butterfly affect anything too hard, you know? I think I would just want to see like a dope show. So like maybe something like Woodstock, maybe something like CBGB's, hanging out at like early CBGB shows. Yeah. That'd be dope. Yeah, I think I would just want to check out a show. I don't know which band I'd want to see.
Beastie Boys and Madonna?
Well, I see them every night in my dreams, of course. Okay. I have direct access to the Beastie Boys and Madonna in my sleep pattern. I think Woodstock actually might be cliched, but like a lot of cool stuff happened. Like seeing Janis Joplin and Big Brother and the Electric Holding Company, Big Brother the Holding Company. Seeing them like pop off for the first time, seeing the Who, which is like my favorite band, would be dope. Seeing Hendrix.
See some dirty hippies fucking the mud.
Yeah, I could watch dirty hippies fuck. See Jay Leno fucking an early jalopy.
He was there.
Yeah, fucking jalopies. That was the act. He was hired to perform. He's
who provided Shana Na with some like old 50s automobiles to go on stage with.
I have another thought though. Ooh,
what?
I don't know if I want to do this.
I have a thought. What about to watch clean hippies fuck in the mud?
Oh, and then they become dirty hippies.
Yeah.
See the transition.
Oh, so what you're saying is they're having sex standing up and they nut so hard they fall over?
Or like
yes. As a matter of fact, that is what we're saying.
Or like clean as in like they're straight edge and don't swear.
So they're married because you can't have sex without
exactly.
marriage.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And then they fuck so hard they fuck themselves into a divorce.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
They fuck so hard that they trip and fall into a mountain of cocaine, and that's how they become dirty.
No.
She get high, she get high.
And they're cops.
Jalopy.
So they're dirty cops.
Yeah.
But also hippies.
And then Al Pacino has to walk out and just all Serpico style. Oh, I'm a police. I don't remember any lines from Serpico. I'm a police officer. You gotta believe me.
And then a young Christina Aguilera gets the inspiration with her good friend, co-star of How High, Redman, to come up with Dirty.
And
Absolutely.
a sequel to
How High 2, written by manic depressed Sean Marciniak.
Yes.
In his apartment.
It's all full circle, baby.
Bam, 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 bam.
It's all connected.
Fuck your octagon, Joe Rogan. We're full circle.
Why isn't a ring a circle? Because that's what a ring looks like.
Because you got to set up the ropes. And how are you going to set up the ropes in a circle?
You just have a bunch of pillars.
And then you know what you get there? You get yourself an octagon, which they did in TNA, or they had a hexagon in TNA, a six-sidagon.
Or they're just not ropes.
Yeah.
But then how are you going to do the Irish whip into the Hurricane Rana?
It's no, you could still do ropes, man. We'll think of a jumping gymnasium. Sean, are you there?
I am still here. My camera's just being silly.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Jumping gymnasium.
A trampoline. Aren't those cages circle?
Yes, I'm upside down now.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. They are. I fixed it. Yeah. Well, have you ever watched? Because I know you got into wrestling very recently, and you're still kind of like popping in and out.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch it would be like mid-aughts TNA?
No, I was never into TNA.
But yeah, they also did this 6-sided ring though, so it was more of a circle than a traditional square. But the ropes had so little give, it looked like. Because there's less room for the ropes to kind of like get slack, and since they were tighter, it's like it looked like just harder to take that into the ropes.
I think these wrestling federations should ask a ring expert, and you can't look any further than Tech 9. He has an entire song about rings.
This is true. Ooh, Tech 9 or Sauron? Who's a bigger ring expert?
Ooh, he only has the one song about rings. Sauron made like 9 of them.
But he really only had the one ring. The other 8 were a lot. I feel like the other 8 were like, whoops, I fucked up the one ring. Let's just, I don't know, give some to the dwarves and some to the elves.
Okay, I believe you don't know lore of Lord of the Rings. He intentionally made the rings as they did it so he could control each one of them and they become the ring wraiths.
Okay, well, you're correct. I don't know the lore of Lord of the Rings. Moving on.
But, Sean, what did you think of this episode?
I liked it. Can I talk about Timeranger?
Yeah.
Just like as a general experience?
Yes.
Okay, my first note from the opening theme, shooting out from the bare earth is how I come. That's how I have to say about the opening theme. Moving on.
Cool.
I do like to but the opening theme was great. The closing theme was also great. It felt so 90s. What was it?
Time.
It's like the opening theme and the operatic breakdown they have in the middle of it. It felt so beautifully 90s edge without being edge lordy. Because it didn't feel like edge lordy, like, oh, I'm brooding, but it definitely had that like 90s like, ooh, I'm gonna wear leather pants and fuck you if you don't like it kind of energy.
Like Evanescence.
Yes, the best part of that. Yes, Evanescence. All the good parts of the edge, none of the trope, none of the too farness. And also the Philly Flyers jersey was great. I love that the dude's wearing a Phillies Flyers jersey.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming. But yeah, this series was. Okay, let's get into the specifics because I think I'll have more words on like how I feel about the series overall after this one episode as we break it down.
Okay, this episode, I'll give a quick rundown of it.
I will interrupt you like I always do.
Oh no, this is of like 2-sentence rundown. So the Laundrez, they have a future alcohol and they're putting it into an energy drink and selling it for a lot of money. And that is how they're making money this episode.
Yeah.
The 4 humans of the group, that's also something I should have told you, is one of these is an extraterrestrial.
Which they do go into. They did cover like why he didn't get drunk when he was sprayed with alcohol.
Yeah, they said it's because you're not human.
Yeah, so everyone's drunk, so this is just Sion doing things on his own, trying to overcome a very fast bodyguard who fights with a katana, and he is successful. Timeranger.
Hey, you guys remember back in the pre-pandemic times when you and the boys would just spray yourselves down with a booze hose? No one drinks the booze. They just get sprayed with a hose, and now they're drunk.
They did drink it, though.
Then they got sprayed with a hose, and that's what made them drunk.
I think it would be like if you were to spray yourself with ammonia, you would probably feel the effects of ammonia because it's like on your skin and you're breathing it in. You're probably like it's getting in your mouth a little, up your nose with a fire hose.
Right. And it isn't alcohol. It's like it's something else.
It's a neo
alcohol.
alcohol.
I don't know.
It's neo. I think they do call it neo. Well, according to the translation, at least, they do call it neo alcohol.
Yeah.
But maybe neo alcohol is so powerful that in that pure of a form, it gets on your skin.
Yeah.
And boofa. You're calling Boobo the owl your old dog.
You ever write on your hand in pen or Sharpie and then you start tasting it in your mouth?
And then I get so hungry for Sharpie, I just have to put the Sharpie in my mouth, and then it shows up on my skin, and it spells out the name of my dead uncle.
Whoa.
I got to take lessons from this person over here.
Did you just call me this?
I said from this person.
You took a long time to come up with the word person.
She was originally going to say asshat.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
reasonable. No, that's my brand.
So you're welcome for
really
not saying that.
Thanks.
She was going to say,
thanks, guys.
The rightful writer of How High Too.
How High Too. The How Highening, of course.
The heightening.
We should write that sometime.
No.
Okay.
Interior.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to, like, at some point inviting myself back for a show where we focus on the Flyers jersey and camo shorts guy, because that's also how my little brother would dress himself in every Create a Wrestler video game.
Yes.
I was just like, hell yeah, this is the look, dude. This is absolutely the look.
We'll get you back on an episode that focuses on Domon.
Domon was, I don't know. It didn't feel, because when did Car Ranger, was that 80s or was that just like a different
That was
era of
96 or 97.
Now, what year is this?
This is 1999 and 2000, I believe.
It's crazy how different that feels. But it also just might be, it might speak to the two episodes. I don't know, what the staff was like on those, but this really did feel super like relevant, or I should say to modern for 99, 2000. Mm-hmm. Or it might just be like the jump between 96 and 99, because like from costume choices, from like the way and Car Ranger is, campier, and this is supposed to be a little more realistic, still a children's show.
Yeah.
But like, a little more grounded.
Are you saying Car Ranger isn't grounded?
I think I might be saying Car Ranger isn't necessarily grounded. I don't know. Maybe the watermelon monster that forces kids to do math is a little more subtle than I'm giving credit for.
Man, I miss Car Ranger.
Car Ranger's ridiculous. It's so good.
We see this energy drink. It's called Power Spritty, that the Nakata Drink Company is being allowed to produce, but then forced to produce, because we see a man who sounds like Dolnero, looks like Dolnero, but the mouth isn't matching up. On this watch through, I'm like, oh wow, that's just a man who I think they got that looks like the whale, and they're dubbing in Dolnero's voice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, does it make sense? They did it. They definitely did it. But why did they did it?
I don't know. They could have. The only way they could have done this is Pixar style, where they get the voice actor and they're like, okay, let's put elements of the voice actor into the suit. So then if we ever need him to play the human version, we can kind of get a parallel between the two. But that seems like they would not have done that. However, if I'm incorrect, people out there, let us know in a 5-star iTunes review.
Have we ever seen human Dolnero before?
I think so.
Yeah, I think once before.
Okay.
But he's like, hey, guys, I need you to do one more thing. Let's get a bodyguard around the perimeter. And the guy's like, what do you mean? And he's like, because I'm pretty sure rats like this will come out to play. And then he throws a patio door open, and then of this office building, then pulls out this gun with a silencer.
I want to talk about this.
And he starts shooting into the bushes, but the silencer wouldn't have made it have this explosive noise.
I think it was, I think it made it louder. Because, hey, and listeners, this is my first Timeranger episode. And I think that was the moment I'm like, yep, this is Sentai. He pulls out, and how I wrote it down was, pulls out an oversized, but otherwise pretty realistic freaking gun.
Yeah.
And you see Hydra, the bodyguard, later has like a traditional Sentai sort of katana. And you see the traditional Sentai weapons, which are a little, I'm going to say fake. I'm sorry. Blades are normally not that purple or foam-like. Mm-hmm. But then otherwise you see a big, but otherwise super realistic gun make explodey gun sounds. And I'm just like, what? Timeranger.
And when you said it makes it louder, it's like those dudes who have the muffler things, attachments
whistlers.
that make them louder.
Those whoa, whoa, whoa.
I wonder if they do have, because then it would make the gun more menacing and people would be like, they got a fucking bazooka over there.
I don't think I've ever seen a straight up gun. Not a laser gun, not as just a gun in Sentai.
That's kind of why I wanted to do this series after Car Rangers, because it is like darker than than normal. Because like in American Power Rangers, when they do episodes, they purposefully make weapons not look like real weapons. Like if you watch like interviews with like production designers and whatever, they talk about just designing the weapons and being told, no, this looks too much like a gun. You have to do something else with this.
Yeah, and even like
so it is. Yeah, it's kind of weird to just see like an actual gun.
Or growing up with the Fox Marvel cartoons, like X-Men and Spider-Man, you never saw a gun. You saw lasers. Like they had to like replace all the guns with like Punisher was shooting out a laser pistol because like they couldn't look like realistic guns. So for this guy to just come out with oversized, but otherwise just a gun was like jarring. I don't know. So it might be the American in us coming out too, but I felt like, and when I say jarring, there is a 30-year-old part of me that's very excited to see guns in a children's show.
Yeah.
Even just like seeing them all get super drunk.
Yeah.
Like you don't ever see that either, because it's like supposed to be for kids, maybe. I don't know what the target audience was for this show.
I think back then it's probably like 8 to 12.
So yeah.
Or even maybe I wonder if this was sort of designed to be like, how like sometimes like to kind of grow up with their audience. Like, when you were a little kid you watched Car Ranger, but now you're a big bad middle schooler, maybe you're like 12 to 14. Try this one on for size. We got guns and spray booze.
This may have been an anniversary season, so that I think might be the case. But if we're wrong, guys, and you really want to actually us, please, as always, we want to hear from you, but only in a 5-star iTunes review.
Well, and just like past episodes, like having evil doctors, like you don't want to terrify kids of doctors and like dentists and shit.
Mm-hmm. How high are you, Sean?
Stop it. Okay.
He just took a hit from his
I
vape.
didn't see that.
Yeah, and no one had to know about that because this is an audio-based medium. But James, just put me on blast. Just hook me up to the cannon and shout fire because you're putting me on blast. And I don't freaking, pardon my language, freaking care for it. Okay? All right, never mind. I'm back on board.
All right, but we got to start getting through notes.
Yes, we do.
I haven't done any.
Nicole commented on Hydrid, our enemy this week, looking very Gorma and having Gorma eyes.
It's the best monster design so far. There was that one, which maybe was the other Sean episode. I don't remember. But yeah, this monster is super cool.
Yeah.
Because it's got 3 eyeballs. It looks very Die Ranger-esque.
I said, you got them many Gorma eyes.
Yeah.
And they do my favorite gag, which I think is the only reason they gave it 3 eyes, but it totally works, was at one point they all split. Like the top 2 look to the left. Yeah. The top 2 look to the left, the middle one looks to the right, and it was just like, that's... Yes. If you're designing a Gorma with 3 eyes, you gotta get it. It's such a good gag. I loved it.
I also think because he's very fast, just like how spiders have the spider instinct, it might be like, he has multiple eyes so he can move fast and predict things.
That makes sense. He was this design was, I didn't have words for it because I couldn't think of a funny comparison because I'm a hacky comedian. I was just real happy about it. Like, this guy looks... Hydrid looks badass as hell.
Hail Hydrid.
No.
And the freaking katana, Captain America Forever, by the way. But the katana stance, like it was a perfect amount of like big goofy Gorma and just like settling into a badass swordsman. Yeah. This was a very good Gorma.
Do you know what Gorma are?
No.
Why? So stop saying it.
No.
You weirdo.
He clearly does.
Yeah.
Nicole and I both commented on it. When they get sprayed at first, Dolnero doesn't explain. It just seems like he's like spraying cats or squirrels away from a garden. But then it ends up being a drug that he's putting on them.
Yeah, they're drugging underage teenagers. This show's so gritty.
No, they're in their 20s.
Oh, okay. He's still drugging young people. This show's so gritty.
Drugging old people is fine.
Yeah,
but drugging young people is not.
It's wild. It's just so... I mean, I get why he's wearing a Philadelphia Flyers jersey because this show is gritty. Thank you very much. My name is Goose von Kaiser. You can follow me at the... Bye.
Sick. I love that. I love the just like antics they get into while they're drunk. Usually when this happens, it's like very bad and not fun to watch, like people faking being drunk. But this was funny. Like them keep calling Tack a dog. And then I can't remember who it was because one of them was like, oh, you look like my dog, this dog I had. Tatsuya, and then in another scene, it cuts to him saying, why did you die?
Yes. I wrote that down. Tatsuya says to Talk, why did you die? It's like, oh my God. And then, this is the name of my emo album. Why did my dog lead to the Black Parade? And then, it's the first line to the song is why did you die?
Then Yuri goes up and just goes, hey, Talk, woof, 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 woof.
Yeah.
He's so pissed. And then they're just like right all over him and shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Domon has a face on his stomach.
Making it talk.
And one of them says he's so ripped.
Okay, so I want to get to this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Mr. Muscle Man, you're so ripped. And throughout this episode, there are a lot of times when they're like complimenting or like gassing up your friends to get them confident. Tak says, hey, if you believe you can take down him, if you're serious, Sion, I'll bet on you too. And I think
I have some notes on that.
After he shits on him the whole time.
Yeah. No, he is not. I don't think he's shitting on him. He is worried about his friend's safety. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I think you should compliment your friends but not only when you're drunk, because you always get drunk texts and all of that. And I was like, let's compliment each other.
I think only you always get drunk texts from a specific friend.
Who? TC?
Yeah.
You can say. TC knows.
Tron Cat drunk texts.
But guys, I would like to compliment each of you. And then if you guys would like to compliment me or a friend of yours, let's do it live on here.
Okay.
First, I will start with Sean.
Oh.
Sean, I believe you are effortlessly funny and you are extremely generous with your time. And I feel lucky that we found you and that you think we're cool.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said yay. That's why I said it 3 more times because I realized, that's not. Yeah.
Yes.
Y-A-Y.
Okay.
I thought he just said K.
Oh, I thght he said gay. And I was like, oh my God. Sean.
I realized I had like a weird guttural, like my tongue hit the top of my, the roof of my mouth there for a second. So I'm like, oh, let me clarify what I said. Because I said yay. Oh, that's very sweet.
You are very welcome. And thank you for being our friend. Nicole, your fashion style is a perfect blend between pretty pastels and hardcore early aughts JRPG fashion, which also bleeds nicely into your art style.
Thank you.
You look like you're also like in a fighter game. Sometimes you look like you're in Square Enix's The Bouncer, even though that's before Enix became a part of the team.
Yeah.
Also a famously poor-selling game from Square.
But the fashion sense in there and the graphics were great.
Agreed. Pre-Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life where jokingly I would tell people that I'll fight them.
That was like last year.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't say that part of my life was long ago.
Pre-pandemic, I would tell people that I would fight them.
I think you just haven't been able to say it because you haven't seen anyone.
Yeah. Someone was like, someone I worked with was like, have you ever even actually been in a fight? And I was like, no. But then like also part of the joke is like when I'm like, I will fight you and I will lose.
But I'll do it, and that's how you know. That's how you know you're fucking up. Is because even though I think I'll lose, I still want to fight you.
Yeah,
that's how
upset I am. Yeah.
I can go next with compliments.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, Nicole.
Oh god. I don't like this, James. Why are you doing this? I don't like sincerity. I don't like sincere compliments. It's
I don't
gross.
have to do this. We can cut this out.
Last time I did this, I got made fun of because I supposedly didn't compliment Nicole correctly.
You called me, you said, and I quote, you are the stupidest person I have ever met.
That is not this is not the case we are talking about. We're talking about the first Road to G-Fest we ever did.
But you have said that to me.
When playing Monopoly,
in public.
You were...
on a public stream. You've also said that I'm a rock with googly eyes on it.
Well, yeah, I
that
stand
might
by
be a
that.
compliment.
Yeah.
I stand by that. Yeah, you're All right, should I go?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll stop delaying this awkward.
No. It's okay. We can cut this out. Nicole, even though I haven't known you super long, you are a very cool friend. You're like wicked smart. You're kind, and you're like the more I get to know you, the more of a badass you are. And that's like you got. It's a lot of things all come together into one very cool person, and I'm glad to know you, James.
Hi. Let me just say something. Nicole, you're wicked smart.
You're wicked smart.
Thanks.
Yeah. And James, from the bottom of my heart, and I mean this, you're here too.
See, I knew someone would do something like that.
What? Huh?
But that just means I'm the better friend. Yeah.
Joke's on you, fucker.
Yeah. Eat ass and don't take names because your mouth will be full of ass.
Eat shit and live.
You'll be too busy spreading the cheeks. You won't be able to write anything down. That's how much ass you will be consuming.
You won't be able to write your sequel to How High.
You won't even be able to see the paper because you'll have pink eye and your eyes will be swollen shut from all the ass around your face.
Guys, I know we're having a lot of fun here, but that's literally the only thing I have going for me right now. Please don't joke about this.
What,
I need to finish
ass?
the script. Yeah, and finishing the script for How High.
Oh, okay.
Too. Yeah. No, should I be sincere? Because, like, if I was being sincere, I would be like, and I mean this as a compliment, but I remember, I think it was the first time I came on with Pete, and I'm used to having sort of a manic part of my brand, like, just like, oh, yeah, I can talk real fast, and I can just go, and then I think the second you do the intro, I'm just be like, oh, I have met...
This is how people see me.
Or, like, not even like this, like, I'm like, I can normally keep up with most manic like that, but it was just like to the 10th degree, and it just immediately like, wow, I need to reconsider my brand because like this is true like harvested manic energy, and because it was written and because they're written out too. It's not like and you've seen people, and I'm sure you've worked with people. I know comedians have, where it's like it's an unharvested manic energy, and it's just like, well, you're impossible to work with. Because you think you need to rely on your manicism, and it's just it just makes it difficult, and it's not that. It's like as much as it appears like unfocused raw, just because that's how it's supposed to make the entertained feel. It really is focused, and it's something. In addition to being a beautiful kind of person, I love working projects with and talking with.
Yes, I'm
your
beautiful.
Work ethic is like truly like outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, Nicole.
I did Nicole. Oh, yeah, Nicole has to go. I was like, I just did Nicole on. Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
You're going to make me do this?
You've had 5 minutes to think.
It's just like, it's so awkward.
Is it?
Yes.
It's awkward to speak of your generosities towards me and our good friend Sean?
Yeah.
All right, you don't need to because we do need to start
no,
wrapping
but
up.
now it looks like I'm a bad person.
Well,
You know what, Nicole, just one word. If this helps, like just like simplify, you can just do one word, and we know you, and we know you love us because we know you.
think of me in my little undies, and maybe it'll make you.
What?
What?
You know how you think of the crowd in their underpants?
Please don't think of me in my underpants. I beg of. Everyone needs to not consider me in my underpants. As goes for the listeners out there, don't you ever think of me in my underpants.
I'm also just a little baby in a diaper.
Yeah, and James is just a little baby in a diaper, covered in cum. A diaper cum. Cum diaper.
Okay.
It's now crusty.
Okay, sure. I guess I'm only used to being like really sincere to people when I'm very depressed.
Okay.
All right, the Earth will be dead in 60 years.
Wait, but no, that's also a compliment because we're making her not depressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sure. Okay. I guess I'll start with James, and I'll try not to make it into a joke because I'm uncomfortable.
Make
and
it
that's
into
what
a
I
joke
do.
because that's what I love about
Actually,
you.
mostly I just like laugh when I'm uncomfortable.
But not uncomfortable to compliment.
Cool.
We don't need to do this, Nicole.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
This is your fault.
You're not going to wiggle your
You
way out
did
of this,
this.
Batman.
this.
You did this.
Socks is currently
your fault.
sleeping
What?
in Frank's old box.
Oh my
It
god,
is
are you serious?
adorable.
Hold up.
Hold up. Hey.
Bang.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bang.
I peed everywhere right before the
Okay.
podcast, listeners. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh, microphone is folly.
Oh god. Okay, sincerity. Ooh. James.
What's that?
Love of my life.
Whoa, I am? I thought it was pizza, ack.
I'm upset. All right, cool. So you're diffusing the tension with jokes. This
Oh,
is good.
yeah.
This is cool.
I'm like a bomb squad, bitch. That's a bomb squad bitch. Like I'm the bitch of the bomb squad. I was not bomb squad, comma bitch.
Either way.
I already forgot what you said to me, so now I don't know how much I have to match.
Nicole, your fashion sense is that of a
Right,
pretty
it
pastel.
was surface. Okay, it was surface level.
No, I'm talking fashion. That's you
Yeah, that's
and your art
surface
style.
level.
No, that's your sense of fashion.
Okay, James.
Hello. Ohana means family. That's what we are.
I love you, and
If you say I'm in love with you, I'm going to be
I wasn't
peased.
going to, but now I'm going to. I love you, and I'm in love with you.
Yes. It's my favorite romantic comedy. And I'm here too.
Stop, this is going to take forever. Okay, and you're good.
That's a compliment.
Okay, I have been redeemed for that caterpillar baby bullshit. I
told you I was gonna try not to joke about it, but I'm going to. It's a joke. Get it? We razz each other.
And I'm growing pubes as we squeak.
What?
How do I? In my brain, it's good, but it's gonna come out. It's not gonna be good.
Just like a shark.
Ooh. Okay, right. You did just about my clothes. It doesn't have to be like a whole thing.
When you get to Sean, it's just going to come out as easy as possible.
There's so much pressure. You.
Just say like, you know how to like slap your penis on your thighs good.
Oh my god.
That's a fashion choice, guys.
Is it? I know, but is it? Fashionably, I slap my penis on my thighs. It's not about me exposing myself in public. It's a fashion choice.
Well, it's in private. With my privates.
Private with my privates.
I'm happy.
And I am a private.
That you're.
Officer.
I love that you're in my life. You're a part of my life, and you're always like, I love that we have really good communication between each other. Like, you know, and we're always like, even though we're together and we've been together for so long, we're always like trying to make sure like we're being the best that we can be, and like to each other, but also in general. And you're here, so that's cool. And what I mean by that is like, I'm glad that you're not here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, some people say I'm a figment of your imagination.
Okay. Because
Still convinced you are.
I have abandonment issues, so that was like a huge thing. But you like always being there for me is super cool and rad. And because like if you wouldn't have, that would have really fucked me up. And you know how important that is to me, and respect that, and it's cool and good. Was that okay?
Yeah, but those mean Jampy days are really gonna fuck you up then.
Stop.
I'm to Sean. I love you. Let's real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll kiss on Mike. Okay?
No.
But I'm in love with you. 3.
I'm in love with you too.
1.
So I'm not gonna do it.
Oh man, the listener stole that kiss from you.
Okay, cool, good.
That was very sweet.
What's up,
And, like,
Sean? Or I mean,
No,
what's up, Nicole DeShawn?
What?
no,
What?
don't skip it. That was too sweet. Don't. You can't follow.
It wasn't sweet at all.
That was the sweetest thing in the world. You took my insult, and you're here, and you made it this really sweet,
I
nice
spun
thing.
it.
Yeah. So you can't follow that with.
True. I just
Hey.
stole yours, basically.
But you made it real. Like I had to come up. I had to get out of there and just come up with a real thing out of my ass. I don't respect James.
Oh my God.
What? I had to say something so that the listeners would think I'm a good person and follow me at twitch.tv/Goose Von Kaiser. Are you kidding me? I don't give a shit what these listeners actually think.
Okay.
I don't.
Sharna would have applauded this Herald callback.
I don't know what that
Thank you.
is.
Del Close would have applauded this Herald
I don't know
callback.
what that is.
No, that was a very that. I don't know. It's me playing a character because I don't like to be. I'm uncomfortable. That was very sweet though.
Sean, it's your turn. So buckle in. It's gonna take like 10 minutes.
Buckle in as I shuckle Quim.
As I think you said, you know, we haven't known you for a super long time. I mean, I guess kind of, but the pandemic just like doesn't count. So in reality, that's true, but also not true. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm really glad you're our friend. And that's it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's good shit.
No, like I feel like I'm just stealing all of your compliments. I was gonna say you're really nice, but like you are though, legit.
Yay.
And just like super fun to be around always. Even like when you're not trying to be like a comedian type, you know, and then you know, I hope that we can all be friends for a long time in the future, because you seem like a super dope person. But again, I have abandonment issues, so it's hard for me to make friends with people. So I guess that also kind of says a lot that we are friends. So thanks. Was that okay? Was that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Yes.
Do you
Yay,
feel
thank you.
do you feel warm and fuzzy a little bit?
I feel fuzzy, warm, and I'm grateful to continue this friendship for a long time.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think of
Yeah.
abandonment as a band of mints.
Okay.
It's like one of those necklaces of candy that you eat, but it's just, you know, an armband, and it's
Sure.
mint, so you never have bad breath.
Like you just seem like a super dope person. Like we're always really excited to hang out with you and stuff.
Sure.
Like,
Do I seem like a band of mints you could wear around your arm or neck so that you never have bad breath?
sure.
Yes.
Well, now I got to leave that bullshit in because I was planning on editing out my stupid abandonment thing.
I know you were.
Also, listeners, I am not editing any of the past 15
Great,
minutes.
fantastic. So I'm going to add in. I'm going to add to it. Like every time I get an email that's like, hey, Goose Von Kaiser is live, legitimately I yell to James, hey, our best friend is streaming. And then we both like turn the stream on.
And
it's good.
No, and it usually isn't, but I appreciate. Wait, did you say if it's good or and it's good?
And it's good.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you said if it's good. I'm like, oh, so that's like, okay, 10% of the time. No, but like, and I'm always happy. Like I try and watch you guys whenever I can. I don't know. Twitching has been weird during the pandemic thing, but I think it's like helped us all out because we all like are into it now, and it's just I'm always very happy to see, especially when like. I'm very happy to see you guys stream or to see you guys in chat. I mean, frick, you guys, you were made the I think it was like the second Half-Life stream where the man-hack bits come in and you're just like going off and off.
I thought I ruined it.
Dude, no, that like absolutely made it. It was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
But then again, like you started it, so I didn't feel as bad.
So there are enemies in Half-Life. They're robots that hack up humans. They're called man-hacks. And then Darling Homebody, aka Nicole, and then it was shouts out to Torchy Berry, who's also a friend of ours trying to get to affiliate. Shorty's great. And it was Knuckle Bonart, who's an artist back in Buffalo, who's a very good friend of mine. All started coming in with things like, you don't have to go out for a pack of cigarettes, never come back. Man-hack. Or like you don't have to pick up your kids from the park if you forget about them. Man hack, like all these terrible things to do if you're a man.
Just turned it into like real things that happen to us, like things our like shitty dads did.
Yeah,
so it just got so like real. Really dark.
I have a note about shitty men. Can we? Because I got 2 more notes and we need to wrap up.
No,
let's do it. Oh.
the guy has the katana guy gets defeated by the chrono suit speeding up that Sion invented, and he says it's cowardly to rely on machines, which then I said small-minded men say that about sex in the bedroom.
Yeah,
with sex toys.
Ooh, true.
Come on, break it on down.
What do you think is the best / most versatile sex toy?
The imagination.
Oh, okay.
Because you can do all kinds of things in there.
You're not. I mean, it is a tool. So
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just the vibrator.
Sure.
That's probably more practical than my thing.
Yeah.
The Hayachi wand.
Yeah.
Because it can go on nipples.
Sure.
I like the Hihachi wand.
Is that what you're doing when I'm not home?
No.
Is that why it's always out of battery?
No.
No, it's socks. It's definitely socks. Keeps breaking into the Hihachi wand.
Yeah, socks. I drop it on the ground, and you know that little bug that vibrates on the ground?
Yeah.
It's that, but I don't need to worry about it going missing because it's so large.
Yeah, it doesn't fit under like doors. Yeah.
Or behind the hamper.
So the How High to How High Ending script is really what I'm making for money. My real passion project is going to be a small indie film that follows a tiny Hihachi wand that slips out under the door and then just has an adventure across the city.
Hell yeah.
Just vibrating through Old Town and Andersonville and Logan Square, all over the place. And then it comes to Lori Lightfoot's door, and she comes, and that's credits.
Doing the Lord's work.
Thank you.
I don't know what that means.
No
Take
one
it
does.
for what you will.
Or it could also be like an Uber where people just ride it along and they're like, oh, then it's snail trailing.
Okay.
You know what it is? This is going to be a series for Stars produced by Duplass, the Duplass brothers.
Ooh, Mumblecore.
This is the return of Mumblecore.
All these trap rappers owe a thing or two to the Duplass brothers. Ain't I right for the Mumblecore shit?
Shouts out. It's a big comfy couch. It's my favorite Mumblecore children's show.
Dolnero says he's gonna like seize all the money in the world.
Yes.
And I was slightly confused by that. Like, is this his whole plan? Is just to like own a company?
I think it's just owning all the money, then you have the power, and then you get the respect, then you get the women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
I know. I think because it might be like once everyone's drunk enough, he can then start
but they're
influencing.
not drunk forever.
Well, if the entire world is drunk for 3 days and you're sober, you could probably get away with a lot of shit.
I guess.
Like shoplifting everything.
Or even it might just be like, I'm selling an addictive substance to children, so they're gonna keep buying it. Like, I kind of like that, like the villain's mission is really just, I'm gonna make all the money. Done. It's simple, it's effective, it's relatable, and it's like, yeah, dude, sell a really addictive substance to children who don't realize it's that addictive, and then you just make bank. And that's enough.
I mean, that is evil. So
it's super evil.
Because it's like the parents look, oh, there's no alcohol in it. And then it's like, yeah, but it's something even more addictive and effective than alcohol.
Yeah.
That does the same thing as alcohol.
But worse.
And it becomes this weird, like, it has just this really like earnest statement on corporations. This series is wild, and I don't know if I said it before, but it makes sense why that dude was wearing a Philadelphia Flyers jersey because this show is gritty. like the fact that it's really just like, hey man, the enemy here is a corporate mob boss who's doing something corporations actually do, but like replace neo alcohol with sugar.
Yeah. Or
this
aspartame, because Diet Coke, I think, is more addictive than just regular Coke.
It's wild. God, this show says so much. Listen up, sheeple.
I got one more note, and that's them.
I have a couple.
They're clearly puking in their helmets at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sloshing around.
That's the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought the speed effects were cool.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he finally gets the thing to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
It looked like those Dragon Ball Z fights when they go too fast and like only the other Z fighters can watch because everyone else is like, my eyes are too weak, I can't follow, and they're all like, what, huh? It was great. Speed effect looked dope.
Shadow Alpha is cool, and then the last thing is, of course, I have to bring this up. Sion being like, hey, I took a picture, and like showing it to them, and it just, of course, reminds me of when James sent that video of me drunk, like on the ground pretending to be a snake, and he like sent it to my boss.
I still regularly feel bad
without
about
my
that.
permission.
Why would you send it to her boss of all people?
Because he was, I think, recently on the podcast and we're friends with him. So I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah, this was Nicole's night.
Yeah, super cool.
You're a friggin' snake in the grass.
Yeah, you know what? If he doesn't accept that you're a snake, that's not the boss for you, dude. I stand by that statement. James, don't look at me like I shouldn't stand by that statement because it was nonsense. I stand by the statement I say.
Oh no, I'm just tired.
Okay.
That was all my notes.
I had a full day. I'm a little baby.
I have one more note. I know
yeah.
we're super over time.
Do it.
Do you mind? Okay, and it's going back to something you mentioned before that me and Nicole we're not gonna argue. We're just gonna have a discussion. But
about
it's
who loves James more.
Yes. Also, this is a discussion involving knives.
Oh, okay.
This is about. I wanted to talk about Tak and Sion in this episode. Specifically, Tak, in my opinion, not supporting Sion until that really right before the third act. I feel like there's a lot of the episode where Tak is pretty aggressively not supporting Sion. My big thing that we didn't get to talk about was at one point, Sion just says he hates himself.
Yeah.
And Tak does not help. Tak is just like, whoa, well, whatever, dude, don't go fighting the guy. Like, he doesn't why do you, he just kind of, the owl lets Sion just hate himself.
Yeah, he's not like, okay, hold up a minute. We need to discuss this issue right here. He's just he just glazes over it.
Yeah.
My argument to this is a robot designed to compute or is a robot designed to love?
You said that like you were a robot, James.
Exact.
I mean, you have a good point.
Yeah, I would also like to, in Talk's defense, at the end, they're like, thanks, Sion, you're so great. Maybe you may be the most dependable Time Ranger. And then Talk says, hey, it's not maybe, it's definite.
That's true. I wrote my note before that happened. I wrote my note on the I hate myself scene. So maybe there is an art in this episode where Tak does learn to respect and support Sion.
They are also best friends. Like, if you look at previous episodes and future episodes, they're friends because Sion doesn't sleep besides one day out of the year. We get to an episode that revolves around that. So they're constantly up together working on technology shit. Then
it just kind of, in that case, I almost wish, because, Sion doesn't really trust. It's not, and maybe it's not about support. It's the big thing is trust. It's like Tak doesn't trust Sion to be able to do this until the third act, until that I bet on you scene. And I guess I don't know. I guess I wish there was, if I'm being critical, and I like this episode a lot, but if I was going to be critical, I wish the writers would have found a way, and maybe it's in the translation that we missed, but found a way for Tak to be more supportive while still being like, I don't think you can do this. I'm saying this as your honest friend, but as your supporter friend. Where it felt like in Act 1 and Act 2, and not knowing anything about, like, I didn't get Tak and Sion's relationship at all.
Yeah.
Or even just like sort of like making it more apparent that he is coming from like a robot standpoint and saying things like, hey, this has a certain percentage of failing, you shouldn't do this or whatever. And, I did the calculations.
Yeah.
This is not a good move.
And then to bolster like their friendship, like following that, like there's a certain percentage that this won't work. And as your friend, I'm really scared for you. Like so it's like I'm a robot, but I'm also your friend. Because we set up in previous episodes that they do have a relationship. So being able, like, that would be a cool way to play both sides of the coin. Of I'm a robot. I don't know how to trust this heart play that you're making, but I do love you, friend, and I don't want you to go get yourself killed by this freaking dope ass 3-eyed Gorma.
Or maybe he's doing reverse psychology.
Oh yeah,
and knows that Sion, his best motivator is spite.
Could be. Or maybe Sion should have, let him in on his actual plan and not been a little secretive bitch about it.
True.
Okay.
Also, if Sentai and Power Rangers has a main focus on we cannot accomplish this if there's not all 5 of us. So it might also be coming from that. I don't know, but we do need to wrap up. However, Sean, this is your first time on Time Ranger, so we would like to know, all of these launderers, every single week a new criminal comes about. It's always like an alias name and then their crime, like what their specialty is. If you were to be in the launderers crime family, what would your alias be and what would be your crime of choice? And then we'll work on some stuff after that.
Okay. I'm going to start with my crime of choice. I gotta think about this, because, it's got to be personal. It's got to be about me. I'm not rushing this, even though I have to use the bathroom very badly.
Just piss in them dockers.
Oh, I've already done it, but I'm running out of room in these dockers. That's why I need to use the bathroom. Because these dockers are full up with my pee-pee. So here's the thing about my crime. I feel... is passive-aggressiveness a crime? Can, I be, very passive?
No,
I feel like...
it's not a crime.
Oh, okay.
The only way you could make passive-aggressiveness a crime is by reporting things that really aren't crimes to the cops to gum up their system. So you're like, oh my God, my neighbors are being so loud. You need to come over here. They're probably doing drugs.
Oh.
Maybe passive aggressive is the other part of it that you add to whatever the crime is.
So his alias is passive aggressive?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's kind of okay. Here's what I want to do.
Passive aggressive dog thief.
Okay.
It's on the note of dog thief is so sad because those. Well, because they do it so they can sell the dogs to dog fighting rings, and that sucks.
No, like what movie in Seven Psychopaths where they steal the dogs to get the reward money? So they give them back to the owner, but just so they can get the reward money
or ransom.
Here's what I want to do, and it's along the lines of like gumming up the police station, but I'm expanding it. It's basically just calling shit as it doesn't happen. The big example, like I go into a crowded movie house and I just start screaming, "Oh, what? No way! It's Danny DeVito and he's shitting his pants! Everybody, come check out Danny DeVito shitting his pants!" And obviously, Danny DeVito's not even in the state that week, but everyone freaks out about it and there's a big riot. So that's what I do. I run into crowded areas and I make up a lie, like a liar, and then I just start riots.
Riot instigator, and then what's your alias?
What if it's
Fire
just
pants.
like
Fire pants?
Because my pants are always on fire.
Right.
'Cause I'm a liar. What were you gonna say, Nicole?
just like PA, passive aggressive for
Passive-aggressive,
short.
Yeah.
Or PAFP? Is it PAFP?
PA fire pants.
Yeah, PA fire pants.
pants.
Riot
Yeah.
instigator, PA fire pants.
And because every time you call me on it, I'm just like, oh, what? I really thought it was Dan DeVito. And I thought it was poop, but I guess it just turned out to be the usher and a Snickers bar. I don't know. I'm sorry. And
Is that being passive aggressive? That's being coy and shy.
No, but like I spin it. Hold on, but I spin it. So I'm like, I don't know. I think that's what I saw. I don't know what you saw. I'm sorry. And I do one of these. I do one of those. I'm sorry you feel that I started a riot. I don't think I did, but I am sorry you feel that way. I pull that one out. I'm sorry you feel that way. The worst apology in the history of apologizing.
Maybe your eyes weren't open enough.
Yeah, but it's super passive. It's one of those things where like, well, he apologized, and then you walk away and you're like, wait, but he said it. And then you play back the apology and you realize what I actually said was bullshit. It was me apologizing. Like, I'm sorry, I guess your eyes weren't open enough. Like, oh, well, he sounds sorry. Wait a minute. And by then, boom, I'm starting more fires in movie houses, but not really. I'm lying about it. Because I'm PA fire pants, baby, and I don't tell the truth.
Sean, I would like to say something real quick. You know when people...
What if you took it one step further and you just like... You told lies over the PA system. So, you know.
This is becoming way too layered.
Okay,
what
were you going to say?
You know how when you say something, like you cover your hand and then like say it into someone's
Use
ear?
your hand to cover your mouth.
Yeah, and be like, Did
I do that over my microphone?
But you did that, but you keep doing it, but like to the opposite way of your microphone. Like you talk from the side of your mouth pointed away from your mic. And I think it's funny because it has the opposite effect of what you want it to do.
Wait, no, but I'm covering my mouth so you can't see my mouth, so you don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, you're doing like, oh, hey, and you're pointing this way instead of into the mouth, like instead of this, you're doing the opposite.
Oh, whoops. Oh, so I'm making it so much hard. Cool. No, thank you so much for having me.
Harder for you to hear, that's the point.
Harder for me to edit.
Yeah, no, very.
One real quick thing, how would this make money for the Laundrez, and how would you take down the Timeranger?
Oh, crud. Okay, so the Timerangers, if I just keep shouting out, I keep meeting them at movie houses, and I'm shouting out fire, like, they're never going to be able to catch me. Eventually, they're going to get stamped to death. Like the Who back in Cincinnati in like 19... People actually died there. I shouldn't reference that. But it was like 81.
Nicole, you need to make a reference that is in an event where a tragedy struck. Because I did it, Sean's done it, now you have to.
2020.
Oh!
Nice.
I thought you were going to say this friggin' past hour and a half.
Whoa!
Is it tragedy?
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
Oh, no, wait, this is a comedy.
It's the best hour of podcasting we've ever done.
Okay.
I was using that time to think of how I'm actually making money because I realized my crime doesn't make anyone money. Unless, here's what I'm going to need like a tiny little mouse robot that then while all that's going on, it just kind of sneaks in people's pockets and steals their money. So it's kind of petty crime at the end of the day. It's also pickpocketing.
But eventually you'll get someone with a huge credit card balance and be able to siphon from that.
And then I'm
Or maybe
raking in the dollars.
Maybe it's like, hey, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna cause a riot, panic.
Oh, I blackmail the mayor.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna blackmail the mayor.
Yeah.
You cause a riot at Lollapalooza, and then you steal Tom DeLonge's Fender cast.
Hello there. And I'm so sorry.
Ooh, yeah.
Dan DeVito's taking a poop in the movie theater.
Or like you use the distraction to just steal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
But you said like with a robotic mouse or something.
Yeah, because I want a robot mouse. Why can't I have a robot mouse? Why can't I have it?
You steal the spittle from inside one of the trumpets of the trumpet players of the band Chicago, and then you use that to clone that guy, and then
From Chicago.
bada bing, bada boom, you have access to their entire royalty checks.
Yeah, I just go on tour in Chicago. That's how I make my money. I go
Yeah.
on tour in Chicago.
And then you put subliminal messages in, Chicago 50 that tells people to jump off buildings.
Ooh, or I do the same thing, but instead of Chicago, I do it to Rome with Sublime, and I put in subliminal Sublime messages.
Yeah.
And I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball, but I'm making money and money. So come along, y'all.
I bet in college you were into Sublime, weren't you?
I got into Sublime after college, actually.
Okay. Because you were smoking all that weed, you were listening to Sublime, typing on Keltex free.
Oh, I was using a typewriter because I'm real analog about that stuff. You know me, I'm just kind of old school.
I'm an anal log about it.
Yeah, I take a big old poop out of my butt.
And you
Anal
use
log.
that as the ink.
That's how High 2 starts.
Hell yeah.
Great. Can I go now?
Yeah, Nicole, what you got to plug?
You're hired.
Yes!
Hired.
Check me out at Darling Homebody on a lot of social medias. Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch is kind of social media.
Sure.
I do drawing on there. I draw things and talk to myself. So that's fun. DarlingHomebody.com for creepy, cute stuff, such as dinosaur cats that are minifigures that are cute as fuck.
They're very good.
Patreon.com/darlinghomebody for a monthly sticker or magnet.
Sean, what you got?
Hey, I'm Sean. Hello. You can follow me. I'm on Twitch. All one word, Goose Von Kaiser. They used to call me Goose in high school and college because I laughed on an inhale. And I'm from Kaisertown, a neighborhood in Buffalo, New York. Goose Von Kaiser. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sean Marciniak, Twitter at Sean Marciniak. I'm really into Twitch nowadays, but it's been good. I think the big thing is I'm trying to play games that I didn't get a chance to play before. So it's not the best gameplay, but we're having fun. And isn't that what this is all about?
And he's playing games he's never played before, so you better believe he's making Rube Goldberg's type murder machines, and he's a little puppet guy.
Was that sound your goose noise?
Yep, that's how gooses sound, right?
Yeah. Yeah, accurate.
No, gooses sound like... Guys, go to MLMpod.com for information on my other podcasts, also to download my music mostly for free under Marshland Monster. You can also stream my music wherever music is found under, again, 3 words, Marshland Monster. Then please, guys, we haven't gotten a new patron in a while. Go over to patreon.com/MLMpod. We're doing a lot of great stuff over there. If for $5, you get a podcast every single Friday, such as the Podcast That Be, talking about Beyblade, Engage with Nicolas Cage, and the Toku Reading Corner. But if you're a $10 patron, you will also get either exclusive streams once a month or watch-alongs. We have done Casper from 1995, and then this Saturday will be...
Meet the Deedles.
From 1998. It's great. But also, if you're a $10 patron, you get a shout out on all these free feed podcasts, starting with,
Steve F.
You got it. Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour.
Wait. Oli.
Nope, Oli is not
Damn it.
I'm going to have to blank that name out.
No.
Alex Z, a.k.a. The Waz. Then we've got Orion, the rapper
That's
Defo.
what I was trying to think of.
Kayla, a.k.a. Two Grapes. Next is Duo Grunfox. That's...
2 fucks for the price of Grunt.
Then we have Tyler Wright, a.k.a. Burvy, and Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming on this podcast. I was hoping it'd be an hour 10 record.
Absolutely not.
I did not expect the compliment thing to last as long as it did.
It's your fault, not mine, definitely.
But luckily, I'm not going to edit a single thing besides volume.
Sick.
Great. Always a pleasure. I love you both very much.
So I back at you, and I apologize to the listeners if you thought, hey, did my podcast stop? No, it was just Nicole thinking.
Yeah, you should definitely put that at the end after they've already listened to it.
That's a bear noise. I've been James.
I'm still Sean.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. See you in class, bitch sticks.
Don't be.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.
Sentai, mostly speak it, don't reek it, man.
Don't talk yet, sir.
Shit.
You fucked
Sorry.
it up. Now we gotta
sorry.
start over.
Okay. Energy
please no.
drinks. All right.